Hello YouTube, thought I'd do another video here. This is going to be part 2 of the DIY quarter wave antenna build. I do have the housing assembly will be available. I'll post the link to my store website. You'll have to build the antenna though. It does not come with the antenna, but it's really simple to make. I will show you that how I did this. I'm going to post also in the description below the online calculator that is needed to calculate the rod length you need for whatever frequency you want to use. So I will also post that link in the description below too. Now, how I did this is I took a SO239 connector, or it could be an N connector, doesn't matter, and I decided to make it so that I can take the parts off easy. That's the advantage of using bolts and a coupler. It's not soldered. You can solder these ground plane rods right to the SO239, and you can solder the antenna right to the SO239. You can solder them right on there. But the problem with that is if you make a mistake trimming your antenna to adjust SWRs, now you have to unsolder the antenna part and remake a new piece. By using the coupler, I just get an Allen wrench tool and unscrew it, and I can pop in another antenna. Same with my ground plane. If I need to switch them out to different lengths ground plane, they're just bolted on. What I did was I took a coat hanger wire. It's what this is. My part 1 video that I show you the SWRs, and I believe it was 1.2 on this antenna. This is what's inside there with the cap off. Okay, so I took a coat hanger wire. I had to remove the plastic coating on it. Then I sanded the end with sandpaper. Now you don't need to solder the ring terminal on there, but I recommend doing that for a better connection. You could crimp them on and then just bolt them on. That's what this is right here, is this. And I bolted on there, okay? Now this is a coupler. All the information on what size you need, it's all at my store. I posted all the information, links and everything else. It's all there. But this is a 3mm by 3mm coupler that I had that goes on there. And, you know, like I said, this ground plane bolt here, and then you use a coupler to attach the antenna part to the center conductor on here. And like I said, you can use it for adjusting SWRs. You could also use it if you make a mistake. You can easily unscrew this, pop this steel rod out, and away you go. So I recommend using a connector. This is what I had inside that cap. And I had a 1.2, I believe it was 1.2, if I remember the video correctly, SWR. So it'll work just fine doing it this way. But that's what I recommend doing. You don't have to. You can solder it whichever way you want. It's up to you. Like I say, I'll post a link to the online calculator in the description below. What length. When you enter in the frequency you want to use for transmit, then it will tell you what length of rod you need. Same with the antenna for the ground. This is ground plane rods, and this is the antenna. It'll tell you what length you need. So I'll post that link down below so that you can get the right calculations. You could use, like I said, steel coat hanger, or you can go buy steel rod, whichever way works good for you. You can go ahead and do it that way. Other than that, I may do a video on how to solder this ring terminal on. It's really simple. Matter of fact, all you need is a $1.89 butane torch lighter is what this is. And it's really simple on how to solder the ring connector on. Okay, maybe I'll do a video on that. We'll see. Or like I said, you can just crimp it on if you got a good crimper. So you can make this be a solderless antenna with that coupler, with it, not just an Allen wrench screw. There's one there and one there. That's all it is. Really easy. So there you have it. If you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. Please subscribe. Thank you, and have yourself a good day.